Where I am now, better than before. Through those open doors, where I am now, where I am now, I'm in a special place. Until I walk the place, where I am now. It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. And if you'd like to see us live in WGPL 1350 Studio, WMVA 88.9 FM Studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, and guess what? You can see us live right here in WGPL 1350 Studio. And if you want to hear us all over the globe, all you have to do is go to 1400 AM, 1350 AM, or www.christianbroadcastingcompany.com. Click and listen live. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning. This is a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors on WGPL 1350 AM listen.
Peace, 95.3 FM and WPCE 1400 AM and WMVA 88.9 FM.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. Go to our Crystal Records 1 on YouTube right now and click the button.
Click the button.
Click the button, and we promise we'll shout you out later on in the show. It is Fun Friday.
That's right. It's Fun Friday. And guess what, Miss Hinton? I got a few jokes for you today.
Oh, maybe one.
And this is allegedly. This is allegedly.
Allegedly joke. Let's see it.
This is allegedly. What's the only difference between Donald Trump and Bozo the Clown?
Not sure.
Bozo the Clown has real hair. Donald Trump don't.
Oh, now that is alleged. That has not been proven yet. And I tell you what, he's a man that's climbing 80 almost, but he still got a full head of red hair.
One more before we go.
Okay, one more.
What is Donald Trump's favorite song?
I'm not sure.
Ice, ice, baby.
What? This is all right if I ask you to explain that one.
You know that song, Ice, Ice.
I know the song.
That's his favorite song.
Why does it ice?
Because he's cold. He's cold.
Ooh, and that's shade.
That's cold.
That's shade.
He's real cold.
Anyway, Mr. E is Fun Friday, and guess what? We have our current job list.
That's right, Miss Hinton. If you need a job, get your pen and piece of paper right now. Don't forget the Harry Teeters. Don't forget the Lowe's, Home Depot, Federal Express, Ford, Pride, and Ford is doing some hiring right now. UPS, United Postal Service, they're doing some hiring right now. And get your pen and piece of paper because Bay Agent is looking for a council, VDC, a community action and housing case manager, a fiscal assistant in the VDC, and a counsel in the VDC.
Boys and Girls Club of Southeast Virginia, they need a development and campaign coordinator. The Catholic Charities of Eastern Virginia, they need an accounting assistant. They need an Eastern Shore mobility mentor. Eastern Virginia, they need a mobility mentor, Eastern Shore, and a VB Thrive Long Term mentor.
Egerton, one of the greatest companies around, looking for a development coordinator, a grant writer, administrator.
Yes, 4 kids, after school assistant, Chesapeake and Suffolk. They need a education liaison, Chesapeake and Suffolk, a support assistant, a program coordinator, and a diversion specialist.
Nauticus is looking for development assistant, foundation, CFO position. Virginia Beach CASA is looking for an executive director for job description.
Yes, the Virginia Liver Museum. They need an animal keeper. They also need a custodian. They need a guest engagement associate. They need a maintenance technician too, and they need a senior aquarist.
Bay Cabinets looking for an experienced cabinet builder, and also they look for an experienced cabinet builder. And the City of Virginia Beach Museum is looking for educational coordinator.
EVMS, Assistant Director of Giving. They need a giving officer, and they need a Director Donor Relations.
Well, that's your job, so you can write them down, you can check them out, you can give them to your son's daughter, your brothers and your sisters, for them, and get them off the street and tell them to get a job. Don't forget, if you've been incarcerated, if you've been incarcerated for whatever the crime may be, you know you got some fines that you got to pay. Go and get you a job. They got special programs around the city, around the town, that's hiring those who have been incarcerated, like Harry Teeter's, McDonald's. You go there and guess what? Ford Motor Company. Go there and guess what? You can get you a job.
Mr. E, they're already online. They can go to our pages, Yolanda Hinton's personal page, Everett's personal page. You go to Twitter, LinkedIn. You can go to FYI Radio Show hosted by Yolanda Hinton, on and on and on. They're there.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Just go and get it. Go get it.
So, Mr. E, this is our Friday segment. What's in your closet? Issues concerning us women.
Why y'all see clothes in the back door?
Ooh, Mr. E, if you haven't got the answer to that, I don't even know what to say.
Shoes and all that, you know. Wait till night come, y'all go out to the car.
But you know what, Mr. E? Well, in this day and time, look, I heard a conversation on yesterday evening when women were saying, look, women are basically the head of households now because they make more money than their men.
Wow. See, but the thing about it, that still doesn't mean that they're the head.
That was the debate. It was a good one. But guess what? The women came to, the conclusion that, hey, I don't care how much my man makes.
Good.
He's the head of the household.
That's right. That's
he's the leader. He leads, but he got to lead right.
That's
period.
Right. That's right.
Ain't no need to give you leadership and you don't know how to treat your woman.
That's right. And when you lead, you got to lead like you the lion. Hear me roar. Yeah.
So look, issues concerning women. Wednesday we did what's in under the hat. Issues concerning men, and we highlighted some men that were in the big news story.
Great.
I tell you what, we're going to highlight a lady today, a wonderful woman that is now, she's in the lamplight, and she's way up there in stories of going across the globe, and that is Mr. E. Who are we going to highlight?
Miss Tanya S. Chuckin.
Okay,
Miss Tanya S.
Chuckin.
Yeah.
She is a judge of the United States District Court for the District of Columbia. Now, why are we talking about this lady? Because she has found herself in the midst of a case between the former president of the USA. And it's a lot of talk, a lot of stories. We're going to talk about who she is, where she hails from, her upbringing, and then we'll talk about some of the cases that she finds herself in the middle of.
You got to remember, Miss Hinton, Miss Chuckins was born July the 5th, 1962. Is a Jamaican-born American Jamaican man.
Does she know that?
She might know Felix. They were born around the same time.
Wow.
Felix was born around about 19 and something. But she's a Jamaica-born American lawyer. Jurist served as a United States District Jury for the United States District Court for the District of Columbia. She is she is the judge overseeing the criminal trial of the former U.S. President Donald Trump over his attempt to overturn the results of 2020 president elections, including the event leading up to the January 6, 2021 United States Capitol attack.
That is a big story. It's everywhere. And we are definitely going to talk about it. Before then, you said that she is a Jamaican.
She was born in Kingston, Jamaica.
Yes.
And she's the youngest. She has a younger brother named Norman, and a younger sister,
Robin, both of whom are physicians.
Yeah.
Her father, Winston Chuckin, is an Indo-Jamaican doctor.
Yeah.
And her mother, Noelle, is an Afro-Jamaican who was one of the leading dancers at the National Dance Theater Company in Jamaica.
Yeah.
So talking about rich blood, Miss Eve.
Yeah.
She comes from doctors and national dancers and creative people and just pure T smart folk.
She received her Bachelor of Arts degree in 1983 from George Washington University. She later attended the University of Pennsylvania Law School, where she was associate editor of the University of Pennsylvania Law Review. She graduated in 1987 with a Juris Doctor's degree.
Yes, from 1987 to 1990, Chunkin was in private practice at the law firm Hogan and Hartson, now Hogan and Lovell. From 1990 to 1991, she worked at the law firm O'Donovan, Leisure, Rogovan, Hugh and Schuler, District of Columbia. And from 1991 to 2002, she was a trial attorney and supervisor at the Public Defender Service for the District of Columbia.
Wow, she came up through the ranking.
Oh my goodness. 2002, Chunkin joined the law firm of Boyes, Schuler, and Flexner, becoming a partner in 2007. Her practice focused on complex civil litigation and specifically antitrust class action cases.
December 19, 2013, President Obama nominated Chunkin as the judge of the United States District Court of the District of Columbia.
Yes, a seat created pursuant to 104 statute 5089. She received a hearing for the United States Senate Judiciary Committee February 25th, 2014. On March 27, 2014, the nomination was reported out of a committee by a voice vote. On June 3rd, 2014, the United States Senate voted cloture on her nomination by a 54-40 vote. On June 4th, 2014, her nomination was confirmed by a 95-0 vote. She received her judicial commission on June 5th, 2014. Now listen to Dad talking about coming through the ranks, educated, just following her destiny, just getting to a place where, hey, she has success. Sometimes people sit and look at folk and they figure that somebody just, people make it seem like somebody just jumped in a seat.
That's right.
People have come a long way and they have studied it, they have gone to school, and they have, gone through the ups and downs to get where they are now.
That's what it's all about, Miss Hinton. You went to school, you studied to show yourself approval, and now you wonder why you got all approved, why you got all the high-profile cases, because you know how to do what you do.
You know what to do,
That's
and
right.
man, you find yourself in a position like she is now, Wow. So some of her notable cases on February 2017, Public Resources Board was sued by the American Society for Testing and Materials, the National Fire Protection Association, the American Society of Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning Engineers, and other entities of scanning and making available building codes, and on and on and on.
That's right,
Oh,
Miss
wow.
Hinton.
It goes on, Mr. E.
And we ought to be so proud of what she does because on November, April the 26th and 2019, Chuck and sentenced Mario Bernini to 18 months in prison for conspiring to be an unregistered agent of the Russian government in the United States.
Yes, she has. I mean, cases after cases. You all go online and Google some of these things. There's so many of them. We can't even get through all of them. But her personal life, her husband Peter, uh, A. Craftoner, served as a judge on the Supreme Court.
He's a judge too, yeah.
There's judges, doctors. I mean, this woman is surrounded by a whole lot of success. The District of Columbia from 2012 to 2023, and they have two sons.
That's right. That's right. And she donated $1,500 to Barack Obama campaign between 2008 and 2009.
Wow. So I tell you what, she is definitely in the limelight. She has this case, Mr. E.
That's right.
This case is, you know, it's worldwide. Everybody is looking and everybody is checking her out. She finds herself in the middle of a case of the city of Washington. Well, it's not a city, but the District of Columbia against the former
That's right.
president of the USA, Donald J. Trump.
A high profiling case,
Yes.
and she is not taking any mess. She's not playing the game. She's going by the book and doing what she could possibly do to make this thing come under subjection.
Mr. E, they said she's no nonsense because she sent, I don't know how many, I think she had 30 cases for the January 6th. Those that went in rioting and whatnot, they ended up coming before sis.
And listen, she looked like she don't play.
They had nerve come before the judge, honey, Miss Tanya Chutkin, and she is no nonsense. They say that she gave more years and sentences that was harder than the FBI sentence.
If you do the crime, it's like Beretta. If you do the crime, you got to do the time.
Oh, I wonder what, I think it has to do with our democracy. I think this is the thing. A lot of these people on the bench take their jobs very, very, very serious. They know they have to go by the law. They know they have to do things right. They're dealing with folk. And they cannot sit back and baby a lot of these folks.
That's right, Miss Hinton. When you do the crime, and here's the thing: we want somebody that will be lenient on us. That, we always want to be at the mercy of the court. But if you do the crime, they got to make a believe out you. You got to be able to, if you're gonna do it, you're taking something that belonged to somebody else, somebody's life, and you take it for granted that you can get away with it. No, you do the crime, you got to serve that time.
Speaking of crime, they have those Proud Boys that are coming up for sentencing. I wonder if she's going to be a part of that sentencing. I feel sorry for her, but she is. So we'll see. We're going to keep looking. But again, she is on the bench.
That's right. She's on the bench.
With this case, and this is a big case, Mr. E. She's sitting back and ready to go.
That's right, and studying as she goes. This is the thing about it is she's ready. She's ready to go when the numbers call for her to stand before folk, and she ready. She ready to put the pedal to the metal and get it going on.
Absolutely. Now it's not without controversy because you got folk now trying to do harm to the judge. Why in the world would folk want to do harm? She's just doing her job. What do they think? This is the thing. These judges have to go by the law. They're not going by emotional feelings. They have to go by the law. But there are folks sitting back saying, look, we want to do harm to you. We want to mess you up. They just arrested a lady who was sending death threats, making calls, calling her all kind of names, and just triggered, to the foolish, you know, attacking this judge.
You asked us that question, why? Why do folks go all the way out and do crazy things like that? Is that supposed to change her mind? Is that supposed to
Mm,
put fear in her? It reminds me of Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi, when they broke into her
oh,
house and beat her husband down, but she did not stop fighting. She kept right on doing what she got to do. See, and when you got people that's going to do that for no cause whatsoever, just like they did at the White House, they went to the Capitol. They went to the Capitol, and it blows my mind, Miss Hinton, and because there was no soldiers, no police, but that was on duty, and there was no army, no navy,
yes.
nowhere that came to the rescue of the Capitol. The security bench has been broken, and the people had to go in there and call names and threaten everybody. So now this lady's life is on the line. Is that going to stop her? Is that going to keep her from doing her job? I don't think so.
It's not. Is there a cause? Is there no cause? When I look at her and I look at the DA in Atlanta, Fulton County, these people have dedicated their
Yeah,
lives, Mr. E, for a cause,
that's right.
for
That's right.
justice, for democracy. Why in the world are they going to let somebody allegedly a crook, sit up and do a number, or somebody that can't control their emotion and want to do harm? There is a cause. They look at democracy and it's priceless. It's something to be cherished. And so they're there. Yeah, they're going to take the name
Yeah,
calling.
yeah,
They're going to take the threats.
yeah.
They're going to, of course, arm themselves with, security and
That's
things
right.
like that, but they're not under the bed shaking.
That's right. That's
Why?
right.
Because there is a cause.
Well, they know when they took this job to be a lawyer, they know that somebody gonna come and try to rattle them. Somebody
Mhm.
gonna try to spook them and get them off their game. But here's what you got to understand. You got to mean what you say and say what you mean and go on forth and do what you got to do. Because somebody got to bring justice around. Somebody got to make folks know that, hey, look, I'm here. I'm not just here because I got a position making the money. I'm here to enforce justice.
Some people are resenting the fact that a woman is on the bench or a woman is a DA. Some of them resenting that it's a black woman. These are black women that we're talking about. Some people resent the fact that how dare you? At one time you didn't see not a black face. You might
That's
say
right.
third
That's
to
right.
Marshall Supreme Court, but I'm saying across the board you didn't see black faces on the bench, honey.
And not
And
only
eventually here we are now in 2023, and there are blacks in position all over the place, all over the world. You can't stop progress.
that's right. You can't stop it. And not only can do we see the black all over the place, but black women. I want to give kudos this morning to all the black women that studied, that went to school, went and did what they had to do in order to bring their families up, to order to show that education will pay off after a while. Do what you got to do. Be leaders out here. Because when you're a leader, that helps your household, that helps your husband, that helps your children. You might put them in a bracket where they got to walk up in a certain way, but guess what? You have done what you set out to do. You didn't take your education and just sit and have babies all day long or be broke all day long. You took your education and you begin to use it to the advantage for all people.
Well, we want to congratulate all women,
Yeah,
whether you have gone to college or not. If you are working hard, if you're doing all you can to preserve the family, to keep the family intact, along with those that's in the village, we just want to say congratulations. Um, Judge Tanya Chutkin has really worked hard to get to where she is. And, we want to congratulate her and many more. We even want to, just highlight just a second on the DA there in
yeah,
Fulton County
yeah.
who has, talking about a fight because she's dealing with that same
That's
individual, the
right.
former
That's right.
president of the USA, Donald J. Trump, and along with 18 other folks.
And Miss Hinton, this is a thing. not only did he had to deal with one in District of Columbia, Miss Tanya, but he's got to go down and deal with Miss Willis, another black
Ooh,
woman.
what's going on? I
Another.
don't know if he want to tell you his sister
He got
because
two.
I'm telling you.
He got two sisters that he got to deal with. He got one that's a Jamaican born, and then one that's American born. It's just like they got this little joke out. This is a joke now that about the first name of Connie, Condoleezza Rice. Her name is Connie, and her name is Lisa.
And
Which
when
one
she
you want to bring out?
I don't know, not even.
Do you want Lisa? When Lisa come out,
I don't know.
she got the bonnet on the back of her head and flip flops on her feet,
Mm.
and she's ready to get out.
No. She's a well-rounded. That's another one, of course, to be reckoned with. A well-rounded, black, uh, African American woman who has made her way up in the ranks.
Yeah, yeah,
And this is what I'm talking about: women that have worked hard, and women that are dedicated to the cause, women that are in the law, women that are want justice, women that will fight for the rights of other people and bring people to justice. This is what we're talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
But again, we congratulate all women all the way around. We got Miss Jacqueline Butler. We want to say congratulations to her because she is now lifting her voice in the airways
Yeah,
and talking to many people, with education
yeah.
and salvation and counseling and want to keep people, mentally whole. We congratulate these ladies that are on the move. We have Mardell Lewis up here, young lady. Hello, good morning. She said, good morning, my two favorite friends. Sheila Robbins, a beautiful lady, of course. She has raised her children, and she's an asset. Roberta Carter is another productive woman that she is one of our viewers and listeners. We want
Yeah.
to say thank you to you, to our sisters, to our aunties, to our grandma, to those that have just really, really been in it to make us live in a better place. We want to live in a better place, and we highlight the judge because she is fighting for the right.
That's right.
For all of us to live in a better place, and that's what we want. We want justice in our lives and our community. We want to see things done fair. That's another
right.
thing.
That's right.
We don't take it for granted that she already knows what someone has done and she knows what they've done, but she has not yet said that, oh, this person is guilty before they try the case. So she's already said, hey, this person is they are innocent
Until proven
until
guilty.
proven guilty. So she wants to be just, and we just thank God for people that have a cause.
That's right. And just like Miss Jackie said, Miss Jackie Butler said, from the slave house until today, the accomplishment of an African American sister, my hat's off to you. When you begin to look at what's going on in America, somebody got to take the reins. Somebody got to bring justice to our houses, to our neighborhood, to our community. Somebody got to be the example to let us know, look, the men are doing a wonderful job, but guess what? They got help along the way.
Absolutely. And so we want you all to be encouraged. What's in your closet? What are you doing, ladies? Make sure you are staying productive. Make sure you're a woman of prayer. Make sure you are, have a cause. Make sure you're looking after the little ones, your village, your community. You can do things like that. You may not be on the bench, honey. You may not have a 55 degrees, but baby, you can be an attribute to your community and to your family and to your world. And so we just want to say blessings to all you ladies out there. And we're just so thankful we can highlight and congratulate you.
I want to take my hat off to the CEO of Crystal Community and for FYI and for the brains behind FYI and for Boovick, the whole 9 yards. Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, thank you so much for the cause, for what you're doing, and for what the Lord has given unto you to go forth in this day and time.
Thank you, Mr. E. Is there a cause? Is there no cause? There is a cause. We got to fight for something. We have to fight for our family, our community, and our world. Blessings to you all. Come over here just a little while. We're going to share a little bit about some of our upcoming shows. Be blessed. Have a wonderful weekend.
Where I am now. For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. As for more information about FYI, you can give us a call at 757-714-7861, or you can inbox us at Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, FYI Facebook page, or email us at FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. And if you'd like to be a special guest, sit in the background in our audience, just give us a call at 757-714-7861 or email us at FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10 right here on the most talked about radio shows in the whole wide world, FYI. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend.
Wow, 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 wow. What a wonderful day. It's beautiful here in the Hampton Roads area. Just a little humid, but that's okay. We're still in the land of the living, and we're still blessed by the Almighty King.
You know, Miss Hinton, we really got to really think about this tea. We got to serve some tea. You know, we got to serve some tea around the town about your friend, your past president,
Lord have mercy.
about what he is about to get himself into. Tell us what you think your past president is about to happen. What is about to happen to him?
I'll tell you what, I feel as though the justice is going to be served one way or another. He's got to go in, he's got to get himself down there to Fulton County and surrender. He's being arrested
Him and 18
along with
others.
18 others.
Yeah.
With the RICO charge and all kind of charges, and that's not the only thing he's fighting. But I'm telling you, I hope that he's ready to go. I hope he got plenty of money.
Wait a minute.
Now listen to this. The T is not T, is the word out there that your former president has changed one day and said, look, I wish I would come on and spill the beans on myself. I think he's got his counselors ready to, tell him now, look, listen now, you got to listen to us. Don't you dare get up here and talk too much on Monday. You better cancel that before you end up somewhere in Sing Sing.
You know the trick that he's trying to prove is now he said, I'd rather have it be in court June the 26th. 2026. Yeah, I'd rather be in court 2026 instead of Saturday. Because if I'm in court 26, I can give myself pardon. I wouldn't have to go to jail, no go to court. Hey, he can do what he thinks that he can do whatever he wants to do because he's Donald Trump. Here's some tea. Let me give you some good tea. One of his boys that used to be, he sucker punched him.
What's that?
Cohen.
Oh my!
Let me drink a little bit of this tea, y'all. This is strong tea. What kind is that?
Mr. E, I don't think that's stronger than Giuliani.
Well, one that went to jail already.
That's not stronger than Giuliani up there with all those charges along with him. Now,
ain't got no money.
Just for a second, 18 co-conspirators, honey, and you all sitting up there getting ready to go down to Fulton County with the DA, Miss Willis, honey. Go on down there.
And just in case they don't know what Fulton County is all about, Johnny Cash made a song about Fulton County. I hear the train a-rolling.
Okay.
Coming down the track.
Look, that's not what I heard. I heard that the man died allegedly of bed bugs. Now you can go down there.
Yeah.
Now you can go down there if you want to. All y'all folks is not used to being locked up and locked down and bed bugs and whatnot. You don't want to go down. You can look, go on down there. You got until next week. Turn yourself in.
That's right.
Try not to be in there too long, but they tell me at least 12 hours. That's the T. The word on the street, you got 12 hours, the
Per
minimum
person. Yeah,
to kind of like get through there. And I'm telling you, just bring some bugs.
that's
And
right. Well, they can't bring the book spray inside the pen. They might spray the dog.
that's true.
So
I don't know if that's been proven that it was the man. Well, if they said bed bug, I don't know if he actually died. You all, if you know the story, let us know about was that the man that died in the jail or a bed bug bite.
what do you think gonna happen to them if they don't when they turn this stuff in? Give us
Yeah, they
your
already said that they will. The news is reporting they're going to have their mug shots. They're going to have fingerprints, and they're going to have to, come before the magistrate and say whether or not there is it guilty or not guilty or some kind of thing like that.
well, if you're a bail bondsman and you want to go to full
Oh yeah,
Canada,
all that too. Yeah.
if you're a bail bondsman and you think you can get paid, go down to represent Donald Trump and let him know because there's word on the street he don't pay nobody. He don't pay nobody. Allegedly, all he do is take and not give nothing back in return.
Mr. Phil Brown, how you doing? What you think about this case that's all over the place, but not only about our former president, but those that are on the bench, those that are DAs, those that are involved. It is just amazing in this day and time how we see so many African American people in high places, Mr. E.
Miss Hinton, it's
That's
just
the T
amazing.
right there.
It's just amazing. And the funny thing about it, Miss Hinton, is all coming out of the White House.
Oh,
It all comes out of the White House where they're top decision makers. That's the person that they
those
put
that
in.
are there.
That's the person that they put in places to run the country. This is what our country is looking like. We got crooks in the White House allegedly that's running our country.
Well, I tell you what, look, we got a lot of tea to serve. We may not have a lot of time, but that's one of the things that people are most talking about. You should
Yeah,
go on TikTok and Facebook and all these places. You've got people got so many memes that everybody specializing in the story. I mean, it's just so much of it. And but we've got to sit back and we've got to let justice take its course. Things. Like we said, we know that the fourth indictment had come. We know they have to turn themselves in to be arrested, and then the cases will come.
that's right.
Then you got to actually go to court and prove innocent or guilty. That's why I said make sure you look all y'all that's involved and arrested. You better have plenty of money. The tea on the street that some of these folks broke. They already saying, and this is allegedly, I don't know because I haven't seen his bank account, but they said that Giuliani broke as what is it? Broke as a what?
Broke as a joke.
Broke as a
They
something.
say Giuliani so broke he cannot spell it back.
Now, how you gonna fight all these? How many indictments?
18,
All together?
100 and some odd indictments that's against all 18 of them. I mean, come on now. How can you go to court and you get for every individual charge that's upon you, you got to have somebody to represent you.
But you know what? I want to know from you all. What do you think about it being televised? That's the thing. Now, if we could have O.J. Simpson, if we have Bill Cosby, if we have Kelly and all them, why can't we see, what this brother gonna do, Brother Trump, and the rest of these cohorts? And another thing, the word on the
Allegedly.
first of all, why y'all got two of y'all folk, our folk, African American folk, sitting up there in the picture of all those conspirators? Why did y'all get into it?
You know,
Why?
Miss Santana,
Come
when you
on here.
started looking at folks thought they can make it to the top. Sometimes folks get to the point thinking that, hey, this is my golden opportunity to move to the top. It's just like somebody selling Amway, and and somebody said, "Here's your way out." A vacuum cleaner person, they got a little thing. They throw the dirt in on the house, and then they take their new vacuum cleaner and they go pick up the dirt. This is
Can I
a
give
way
some
out.
advice? Y'all better go talk to Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey. You all had Steve Harvey Harvey traumatized under the bed, shaking. Steve Harvey, when he went up into the in the elevator when Trump came in, traumatized, and then you all in social media, man, had a nerve to come in and stamp last for Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey didn't know whether he was coming or going. We're going to keep telling you, look, if you get another chance, if you ever meet the former President Trump, y'all, I advise African American people to just keep your distance. I'm telling you, it's not turning out good for a lot of them that are sitting up there becoming one with some of this stuff. And then you have what you call it? You have the ladies, which is Lady Ruby and all them.
And Ruby gonna get it. They gonna get them.
And then they have the African American people that have, and then there's a pastor as well that have joined ranks, and they have on film and everything of traumatizing these people. Stay away.
Miss Hinton, when you look at it, as a ex-football player, you should play for the Dallas Cowboys, Mr. Herschel Walker. And when Mr. Herschel Walker, I just don't understand these folks. I just can't get it. Maybe some of you may be able to tell us, why are these African American people joining forces with that former president that's running around here ripping up? Maybe Dr. Butler can jot something down there, or my auntie, Miss Virginia Sawyer. Maybe y'all could drop something in there that will say to us, why are African Americans being crooked, took, and took?
Allegedly. So they got to go in the courts. They have to be arrested. They have to have evidence, but then they're on camera and they're doing all kind of things. And it's like, listen, stay away from the drama. It's too much. You got what you call it, Giuliani, and they have become one, and they just, it's just a mess. Take it, I said Steve Harvey, but take it from that Cohen is a former lawyer who had, suffered and still suffering. They are charging him with $500 million. Trump is suing him. And so, is it worth it? It's just, just stay away from the drama.
That's right. Stay away from it. Virginia Sawyer said they got paid.
Ooh, all I can say
but they're going to take that money that they got paid now, and they got to put it against all the lawyers that they're going to need.
Well, all I can say is, I tell you what, I hope some of them don't have to sell houses, and some of them already selling stuff. But it's going to be a long journey, Mr. E.
That's right. That's right.
See how it pans out. Justice is going to be served, and hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Guess what? If you ever think about going into politics, if you ever thinking about running for a house, be an honest politician. Don't go in there thinking that you're going to hook, crook, and show somebody. Go in there thinking that you're going to be able to go in and think and change things around, because we need things to be changed around. We need to stop being on the bottom and start rising to the top. Because anybody can come into the United States, into the country, and the poor black for African American folk will still be at the bottom.
Well, I tell you what, you all make sure you understand that people are accused. They have not been, the cases have not been settled. We get ready to go into that.
Yeah.
2023, 2024, and we'll see how everything turns out. We want to make sure we're on the right side of the law.
That's right.
To us.
That's
but
right.
Anyway, Mr. E, I just want to remind you all that we are glad that you're following us. If you have not followed us on social media, please make sure you follow us on social media. Don't forget, if you haven't got the game, Bulvic, BULVIC, go and get Bulvic at the Google Play for Androids or your iOS, iPad, and iPhones. You go to apple.com for that. Or you can go to the website, www.bulvicacademy.com. That's BULV as a victory. BULV as in victory. IC. Get the game. It is a wonderful game for families, for educators, for students, teachers, for kids, and we want your support. Also, we will have soon our save the date, the anti-bullying rally 2023, and so on and so on. It's a lot of great things that are going on. Us Bullying is right underneath your nose. The book.
Yes.
Make sure you get that. That's where books are sold. It's in Audible. It's in the hard copy. It's in ebook. It's in Spanish. It's in English. Make sure you support and get those things as well.
You took the words right out of my mouth because school is getting ready to open up real soon, and you need to know what's going on with them, how to recognize a bully, how to know when your child, what to do with your child, and how your child should respond because somebody has bullied them. Hey, make sure you get that book. Make sure you get that book. It's in both languages. If you speak pig language, you can't. Pig Latin. No, it's not in that, but it's in Spanish and English. Yeah.
But Mr. E's going to tell you how you can be a special guest, a sponsor, an intern with FYI Radio Show.
If you'd like to be a special guest, a sponsor of the most talked about radio show that's heard all over the world, been in existence for over 7 years, all you have to do is pick up the telephone and give us a call at 757-714-7861 or inbox at whatever's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda Lady Hinton Facebook page, FYI Facebook page, or you can email us at FYIRadioShowLive@gmail.com. Again, that's FYIRadioShowLive@gmail.com. And don't forget to give us a call at 757-714-7861.
We just want to say thank you, Mardell Lewis, Bill Brown, Virginia Sawyer. We got Roberta Carter, James Overton, Annie Miles. Oh, man, so many of our friends here. We want to thank you. Those that I don't see, we're blessed by you, and we thank you so much for your support. So, look, we'll see you soon. He is going on vacation. Look, wish him traveling mercy, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see him maybe before Wednesday, hopefully by Wednesday at least.
Yeah.
And we just want you to just continue to keep it locked and continue to support.
I might be going on vacation, but guess what? I'm going to be still here in vacation, wherever I may be. So you will see me Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
We will see. We shall see. Anyway, we'll see how we'll be on, and if Mr. E's going to be able to go on.
Sport Talk is on Monday.
All right. Well, God bless you all. Have a wonderful weekend.
2 up.